Go.
Blah blah.
Hello, Mr. Aaron, Mr. Aaron. Are you alright? Okay, so today we're going to talk about the two-player zero-sum game. Two-player.
It'd be
Zero-sum.
better if it was a Pokemon game.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, Pokemon game. We'll see. Zero-sum game. So what does
I
it
don't
mean?
see anything.
Two-player. Okay, two-player thing. Yeah, two-player. You two play. Eric Ryan. So it's just two players. Zero-sum. What does zero-sum means? It means if I win, you have to lose. If I win $10, you lose $10, right? Yeah. So makes sense? Yeah. So there only one winner. For one to win, the other has to lose. Am I right? So I give you an example like a tic-tac-toe. Do you
Oh
understand?
yeah, tic-tac.
You know the tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
Pretty unfair because he already snooped beef.
Okay, so
Some stuff.
yeah, you want to play? You want to play tic-tac-toe? Okay, come on.
Are you X or zero?
X.
X.
Use this one. Use a different color. Okay. Yeah. Come on. Who is going to be first?
I'm letting Ryan win. Okay.
Okay. Come
Because
on.
I'm letting him win.
Okay. That's a very smart move to occupy the one in the center. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Okay. Okay. Well done. Good
It's
job.
a-
Yeah, I know. I mean, so if you both played more intelligently, smart, right? So it will be a draw anyway, right? Because this is so small, and then
Yeah.
the first people occupy the center because it's
It
advantage.
has more.
Yeah. It has more chances. The rows, diagonal, yeah. So look, this is a draw. Draw, yeah. Draw is nobody win, nobody lose. So nobody win, nobody lose. We call it what? We just call it zero. Okay, zero. Yeah. So the score, the score is zero. So this is a two-player zero game. So look, zero sum. If it's a draw, it's a zero. Okay, so if let's say if the first player, yeah, the first player we call it agent. Yeah, the player, two players. So it's a tupper. So two players, agent, and then the other one is called opponent. Yeah,
Yeah.
opponent. Agent would
That
be
kind of thing. Pokemon.
cross. Yeah,
Yeah,
opponent
but-
would be
But
yeah,
Some other game deals.
Agent.
Rival.
opponent. Yeah, okay. So
hey,
yeah,
but if your opponent,
opponent.
That means you're battling each other like in Pokemon.
Yeah.
So it will be
Okay,
no,
come on.
No, if your opponent, then the agent is your opposing team.
That's right. Yeah, agent opponent is the other. It's just the term. Yeah, you can say Eric Ryan. Just two players playing each other against each other. So agent, if agent wins, yeah, if agent wins, the player agent wins, then we give it like let's give it infinity. Yeah, infinity. If the opponent win, we give it minus infinity. Yeah, yeah. So you see, we give a very big value for a agent win. Opponent has to lose, right? So if look, it's added together, it's a zero. That's why you call it zero sum. Okay, yeah. So the opponent is trying to minimize the score. The agent is trying to maximize the score. Make sense? Yeah. Any questions so far?
What if the opponent gets a high score?
No. This is the. So let's say two players. So your target is different, right? You are trying to maximize the score. You are trying to minimize the score. If you win, you get this. If you win, you get this. Okay? Make sense? That's how we call it two-player zero sum. Okay? Okay. So
But
can
why doesn't it be 1 rather than infinity?
Good question. yeah. One. I mean, that's a very good question. we use the infinity means that just a special value to say okay, it's it's end. The game is ended, right? For example, if I have a game, I have not ended yet, right? So if the first one agent put an X in the center, so it's more for agent is quite good, right? It's which one is better?
Where would I put it?
Well, but if they put it in the middle, they might be kind of dumb and didn't win.
No. What I'm saying, like, okay, so now your agent, and then your first move. Which one is better? Put it here or put it here?
The middle.
The one in the middle, because it's more.
They have more angles.
That's right. So what do you call it? This is the better move than that one, right? So let's say I want to assign this a better move. So let's say I give it 100, and this I will probably give it
50.
20 or So in this way I can compare these two moves. Which is better? This one is better. So I would prefer this move. Okay. That's why we say okay. The infinity means the optimum goal. Right? We end it. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to define a few terms.
I think I know how to win.
Yeah, I want to win. Okay, so before I define a few terms, this two-player geo game needs to be like transparent, so everybody knows exactly what happened on the board, right? So not like a Pokemon, Pokemon. Yeah? You don't know what's your opponent's hand. Yeah, what's the card on your opponent's.
Yeah.
That's not a two-player zero-sum game because you don't know everything, right? You have to guess. You have to, you have to think about what your opponents could have, right?
It could have a
Yeah.
Mewtwo.
Center Scotch.
Okay.
Like
So let's say define a few terms.
Breloom.
So let's call a state. Okay.
Metacrize.
What's state?
Huh?
What's state of a game of
A state is a state of a game.
United States of America.
No. Is yeah. State is the the situation, everything situation on this ball, on the ball, and then whose turn is it? Right? That's the coin state. Okay. So state has
The player one has
position and then player.
The player one has an advantage and
Yeah. Player has advantage. Okay. Okay. So state would be the crosses and the circles, on the board. And whose turn is it next? Okay. And then we also need to define its end. Its end needs to tell me if this is already ended. Yeah?
Yeah.
It could be a draw or it could be somebody wins. So this is ended because it's a draw. And if I say here, then this is also ended because the crosses win. Okay?
No, that's so unfair because this
It's got more crosses. Okay.
turns
Okay.
and that's 6 turns.
Okay. So I can't put a circle here, but because there are 2 wins. Yeah. Let's say this one. Okay. Then in this case, this is ended because the crosses win. Okay.
Yeah.
But this is not ended because you still have one more choice. Maybe here. No. Yeah.
Oh, obviously go for it.
Okay. Now the actions. We need to define the action. Action will be taking the state. And also the okay. So no. Action is actually the possible players' actions. So for example, the actions could be either you put it here or put it here, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is the action. Yeah. Got it? Yeah. Make sense? Okay. So what's next? Then we have utility.
Utilities.
Utility is it only applies to the state is ended. So when the state is ended, utility tells me who is the win. Yeah, who is winning, right? So it basically tells me, okay, if it's ended.
Action, play, and suck.
Yeah, you basically tell me when this is ending, who is win. If it's a draw, give me the 0. If it's Asian win, give me the infinity. If it's opponent win, give me the minus. Yeah. Okay.
Gives you
So and then we have another one which is called successor. Is it successor? How do you spell this word?
success.
What's this mean?
Successor.
Successor.
The one who has the
It
victory.
means sock.
What's it mean? What does it mean?
Means the one that has the victory.
Okay. No. It's not successful. Successor means the next one. The next. Yeah, the next. So it takes a state and then it takes the action. So it needs to return the next state. So it basically now I'm currently at this state and then what are the action? What's the action? Right? For example, this is the state and I want to put a cross here. Right? So basically I want to put a cross here. I want to put a cross here. Right? And then this is the new state. Right? So look, if this cross, then the next state will be this. The state contains the positions and who's player. So who's playing next? Because the cross is playing the
playing
previous. So the next one should be cross. Right? Yeah, that's the state. Okay? Okay, so these are 5 elements. State is ended, action, utility, a successor. Okay? So it's so state state, okay, start state, yeah, is
Start
end,
state.
utility, action,
Utility.
and then the successor, okay.
Successor.
So let's find out. Let's play another game, okay. So let's say we given a number n, and in each
I thought you said
In
we
each-
another game.
in each one, you can decrement this number by 1 or you can divide it by 2. If it's an odd number, you're just taking the the flooring, remember? This 2.5 floor is 2, right? Yeah? 2.9 floor is 2, right? Flooring, yeah? Do you still remember floor? And the ceiling is the opposite. 2.1 ceiling will be equal to 3, yeah? Okay? So whoever has 0 wins.
I don't get it.
So let's say 3. Let's say 100. Huh? Let's say. Now my turn. Okay. 50. Your turn. You can decrement it or
25.
to 25. Okay.
I still don't really get it.
So let's play 25. You're 25. Yeah. Now I said 12. Okay. Your turn.
I say 6.
6. Okay. Now I said 5. Your turn.
I say 2.
2. Okay. Then I said 1.
I say 0.
Okay. So you said 0. You win. Okay.
Yay.
Make sense? You want to play again, Eric?
I don't really get it.
Which one you don't really get it? So in each operation, you can decrement it or you can divide it by 2. Whoever gets to 0 wins. Okay?
When you
Yeah.
say 100, I'll say 0.
No. You can only decrement 1 or divide it by 2. Okay, let's try again, right? 50. Let's say your turn.
Same number. Divide by 2 or subtract.
Divide.
25.
25. Okay, then I said 24. Okay. Hmm?
12.
Yeah. I said 11.
I say 10.
Okay, I said 9.
I say 8.
I said 7.
6.
Huh? What?
I say 3.
No, oh, 3, okay, 3, I said, 3, I said 2.
1.
You know, 3 with the baddest
No,
choice.
it's 0, okay, then I'll win. You get it?
Okay.
So
I
let's
wouldn't
begin.
choose 3. I would choose 6.
Okay, so think about it. We're going
6,
to
5, 4,
we're going
3,
to
2,
talk
1,
about
0.
how to guarantee a win in the next few days. Okay, this is very interesting. Think about it, and you can play this with mommy. Yeah, you can play this with mommy. Whoever gets to 0 wins. Okay, whoever gets to 0 wins. So So let's say let's use this simple game to define those few terms. Start state, if it's ended, the action, the utility, and the successor. Okay, and then we quickly implement this. Okay. It's interesting. This is kind of like a two-player Ryan, too noisy. Two-player zero-sum game. Okay, and then you tell me. It's too noisy. Come on, guys.
Wow.
Please. So let's first define a class. Let's say Halving. This is called Halving game. Yeah. Halving game.
Object.
Define. Then we have init. Init. It doesn't matter. Init.
Self and.
Self. Okay. That's it. So in the init function, we're going to take of n from n. This is the number we're going to take. Yeah. So self.n equals n. This is the number we're given. Right. This is the number like 100 or 50. Now the start game. The start state. Start state. What's the start state? The start state will be returning, if let's say agent is +1, right? Agent's turn is +1. Opponent's turn is -1. So you will return a tuple, let's say +1 and then self.n, okay? This is the start state, okay? Start state. Okay, now we want to have a is end. If the game is ended, right? If the game is ended, so we are taking a state, right? We are taking a state. So the state will be the player and the number, yeah? Let's say player, let's break down this state. Player number equals state, okay? This is a tuple. And then if the game is ended, then we can say return number equals 0, right? Yeah? Okay? Start is n, and then action. So what are the actions we can have? What are the actions? Come on. What are the actions?
The actions are actions.
Actions. What are the actions? We can divide it, or we can
Return.
we can divide it and we can subtract. Okay, so let's say divide, subtract or divide. We put it in a tuple or array. Okay, and then we have utility. Yeah.
Define.
Utility.
There's so much defines.
Yeah. Utility. We have a state. Again, this state is two things. It's player and a number. So we just decouple it. Player number equals state. Right? So we need to make sure this is ended. It's already ended. Right? So we need to make sure assert the number is equal to 0. Okay? The utility only makes sense when it comes to the end game. And then, so look, when it's ended, then I will return what? Player times infinity, yeah? Times max.infinity. So when player is agent, it will return max.infinity. When player is opponent, you will return minus infinity, okay? Yeah? That's what we talk about. And what else? Successor. Successor means the next one. It takes the state. It takes the action, yeah? It takes the action. So we have a player, again, players, player number equals state. We break out the state. Then we can say if action equals minus, right? If it's equals to minus, then we return what? Minus player, okay? Because look, what minus player means? If now agent is playing, so the next one is minus agent is playing. If minus agent is playing, you make it negative, then you become player, okay? Make sense? What's minus 1 equals what? Minus, now player is 1. You put a minus 1. And you put another minus, that's 1. You put another minus 1. Minus 1 equals +1, okay? Yeah? That's the next player playing, right? Because currently player is playing. You put a minus is the next player playing. And then the number needs to minus 1, right? Else if action equals divide, then we return what? Minus player and number divided by 2, okay? Yeah? Make sense? What else? Have we missed anything?
No.
Sometimes we have this player function. Player function, yeah, player function. Player function is just simply return the player from the when we decouple the state, okay? When we decouple the state. So this is the basic elements of the game, right? So we can apply this one to the tic-tac-toe, right? It's what's the difference between this game and the tic-tac-toe?
That one is writing and the other one is drawing.
So what's the difference? If I want to use this template to apply to the tic-tac-toe, what should we change? The state, right? The state, for this game, the state is the number and the player, right? The player and the number. But for the tic-tac-toe, it's the player and the ball, right? Yeah? Right? And then it's ended, we need to check the cross for each rows, each columns, and 2 diagonals, yeah? This for the is ended. For the action, instead of returning the minus, and there are two actions, right? How many actions? The action for the tic-tac-toe is what? Is the empty slot, alright? Yes? Empty slot instead of minus and divide. Utility, this is the same, right? This is the same, right? We don't need to change it. But for this one action, we just need to update the empty slot, right? With we need to mark the empty slot as occupied by the player, okay? And allow it, okay? Any questions so far today? What have you learned, everyone?
How to play tic-tac-toe and other stuff. And
No, we're not talking about how the strategy to play to win. Today we're not talking about the strategy to win yet, right? So we are just defining the game as a few properties. The start state, right? The 2-player game, yeah, start state. So everybody is aware of the start state, right? At the beginning of the start state, you know what happened, right? On the tic-tac-toe, it's a 3x3 9-slot ball. It's empty. Everybody, everybody know 2-player. Yeah, I play this with you. We both know it's empty. 3x3. Huh? It's end. We both know if it's ended. Right? Usually, if it's a draw, nobody win. It's 0. If you win, let's say it's minus. It's infinity. If I win, yeah, it's negative infinity. The action. Yeah, the action. What are the actions? We can put a cross or circle on the empty slot. Right? This is the actions. Utility. When the game is when the game is ended, we know if it's a draw or something wins. Right? That's what it does. The success. It just take a state, and the action, and it will give you the next one. So, for example, if the first one is the start state. And then you say, okay, it's the agent's turn to put a cross in the middle. Then you need to tell me, okay, you need to return to me a ball with a cross in the middle. And the next player is what? Is the opponent. Okay? Yeah? That will be it for today. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.